Here we go.
All right. Welcome back. This could be our final segment. It probably is. It's getting to be bedtime in Nashville area. A little bit earlier here in the Salt Lake Valley.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Mojo on remote assignment in Nashville, along with DroneJoe, who I'm just loving talking to. And welcome you guys for our final segment. I hope you enjoyed your first podcast, DroneJoe. I think you did.
I sure did, man. It's been awesome.
So before I let you go, I just want to bring up your YouTube channel. We mentioned your website, which is under construction, but please mention your YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely. Our YouTube channel is DWAGISP, and we've got a couple of corny videos of me just, taking shots around my house, but we've got a really cool action sports video that we took. This is back when our company first started. We had a drone up at DJI Phantom 2 with a GoPro mounted to it, and it was all shot by just adjusting the camera. We weren't looking through any first-person viewer. And
did you have a gimbal on that?
The video. Yep, we had a gimbal and everything. We were manually moving it around, and
nice.
We just got lucky, man. And,
cool.
and we cut it to Pearl Jam, one of my favorite all-time greats. And,
I love Pearl Jam.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
That's cool. So check out his YouTube channel. DroneJoe, I can't thank you enough for being on the cast today. Mojo, how you doing over there? Being remote, being away from home. I know you don't have any pets, but still, being away from home is something, right?
It is. It hasn't worn on me too much because I'm only on the road about once a month, which is just about right.
Well, it seems about twice a month from what I've experienced, but I just miss you bad.
I appreciate that, Joe. I think it's going to finally settle down to about once a month. And, I get a chance to see parts of the country I've never seen before.
I love doing that. Yep.
Yeah. And even though I'm working, the company pays the bills, and, I get a little time to chill. And I tell you, Joe, these podcasts bring me right back home. They're so valuable in so many ways.
So cool.
So thanks again for this.
Absolutely, dude. I was looking forward to it today. Absolutely. I did a little research to figure out how to hook up the cell phone to this whole thing, and it's working pretty well. Yeah. And thank you for taking time out of your day. And you never cease to amaze me how you come up with these amazing guests. That's so cool. And and your commitment and your enthusiasm to this project it gives me that little bit of a kick in the butt that I really need to do this. And so thanks to you for helping me launch this hobby/business/ YouTube channel.
Yeah, / almost borderline obsession.
It almost is. I came up with some more T-shirts. I'll have to run them by you here soon.
I'd love to hear. Love to see them. Yeah. And when it comes to the guests that I'm getting on, we've had people in the Navy, we have musicians, we had a couple millennials coming up soon. We're going to have a what's that?
When I was going to say now a drone pilot turned entrepreneur. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah. I fall backwards into these people, and for some reason, I don't even have to buy them dinner, and they want to appear. So
that's great.
We've been really lucky and blessed.
So lucky so far. Yeah. People who aren't subscribed, who aren't listening to these the Two Joes podcasts, are missing out.
Indeed. So by the time we get our 200th episode in, maybe we'll get a little traction.
You never know. I'm thinking to myself, when I put drone in the amongst the tags, you never know. We could get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subscribers just like that, because DroneJoe has been such an amazing authority on this topic. I'm just blown away.
Yeah, indeed.
DroneJoe,
thank you.
We're wrapping up. You're welcome. Do you have any final thoughts, things you'd like to say to our subscribers?
For sure. If you're interested in getting into drones, definitely look into it. They're cool. They're fun.
Would you like them to contact you? Do you have an email address you'd like to give out, or no?
I do. I do have an email address. My email address is dwagisp@gmail.com.
Perfect.
And you can email me anytime. You got questions, want to know what to buy. If you're thinking about shooting your daughter's wedding, or going out there and looking at your property on your big ranch, to want to modify your golf swing, to watching your 80-year-old grandfather parasail or jump out of a plane, I'm sure I could help you out.
That's so awesome. So cool. So yeah,
every time he raises something else that I haven't thought of.
I know. Every time he opens his mouth, it's a new fucking opportunity to fly a drone, be a drone pilot for these guys parachuting out of planes. That never even crossed my mind. So cool. Yeah, I'm sure you could do it for weddings, for real estate, for fighting fires, for doing police operations, to flipping organs from one hospital to another. My mind is just blown. I might become a freaking drone pilot, dude.
I know. It's a very attractive field, appealing, and exciting. It's the sort of thing where I cannot imagine a single drone pilot in the world who dreads going to work every day.
I can't. No, it'd be like being a jet fighter pilot. I mean, I'm putting them almost on the same level. I mean, it's intense, especially in the hospital transplant organ thing. I mean, that's high critical stuff. I mean, you got to be sharp as a tack, man.
Indeed. The only difference is if you crash the drone, you ain't dying.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah. Well, I had I had a wrap up for DroneJoe.
Go for it.
Well, during our last our break, we started talking about how he's going to apply in the industry and what he's going to be doing, and we asked him about is he going to consider getting into drone training and maybe open a class or something.
His own school, possibly. You never know.
His own school, and he mentioned he doesn't necessarily have the credentials to get fully FAA certified.
Not now.
Fully certify someone. Not right now, but you can do a prep school or something like that. You can, show them the ropes and what to expect.
And maybe even sponsor him, right? I think I heard him mention the names, like a sponsoring type of deal, right?
Yeah, that too. But then I remember that it segued into the Black Eyed Peas and will.I.am.
Yeah, I think I heard his name mentioned.
Yeah, and then that part of the conversation blew my doors off. But DroneJoe, would you take it from there and let our listeners know what was said and what his application is, what he's doing in GIS, and please take it.
Yeah, so I've been following will.I.am for a while on social media, and everything that he's been doing with GIS has been phenomenal. He's been involved with his old hometown in Boyle Heights, California. He's got a school right now that he helps out with his old high school, implementing geographic information systems and teaching young entrepreneurs and people who want to get into the field of GIS and mapping different technologies and new ways to explore making their communities better, but also making their skill set better for the job market. And I reached out on a kind of a talking point with him on LinkedIn on one of his posts. I mentioned that he now needs to implement a drone program over there at that high school and start teaching some of these high school kids or having somebody come in and start showing them how that can be valuable with their GIS training.
A valid occupation.
Specifically, yeah, for sure, because I didn't mention this earlier in the podcast, but to become a professional drone pilot, FAA 107 certified, minimum age is 16 years of age.
Only 16?
16 years. So, you can see how much potential that can give you before you even get out of high school and be ready for the workplace. So
I worked in a pizza place.
Right? Yeah, pizza, for sure. And then pretty soon they're going to be delivering pizza with drones. Maybe I don't know.
You never know. I think of all the people I've heard talk about drones, no one has blown my mind like you, DroneJoe. I mean, your vision of the future, what it could be. Sure, it might be 20, 30, 40 years down the road, but still, this is a burgeoning industry. The limits, I don't even know if there are any.
Are huge. Yeah, I mean. we talk 30 years down the road, DroneJoe might be the one to start some of those changes and innovations, and with his enthusiasm and
yes,
yeah,
got
it
the vision.
sure sounds like it. And it raises up another funny thing about drone deliveries, and how DroneJoe has so well explained why you have to be piloting it, you have to be in control of it, you have to be able to bring it back. You're responsible. So do you remember about 5 or 7 years ago when Amazon started advertising drone deliveries?
Talking about it
how
anyway,
that
have they actually?
And it took the world by.
So far, it's just experimental, right? They haven't actually implemented that whole.
Well, no, certainly not. Okay. DroneJoe explained why it hasn't happened, and but remember, what a brilliant advertising campaign it was. The word of mouth, the buzz, the nation.
We're talking about
the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what happened to Amazon stock? It went through the roof again.
Yep.
Then about a year or two later, Jerry Seinfeld did a bit on stage about drone delivery and how ridiculous it is. Yeah, and just tore Amazon to shreds.
Ooh.
No, yeah.
Wow, I gotta look that one up.
Yeah, it was. Seinfeld saw right through it. I sat and actually wondered if it's possible today.
Me too.
Now we know it is not possible today.
Well, because of the law, but things are evolving, things are changing. Drones are obviously proving themselves every single day. They're proving themselves so much so that DroneJoe is going to open his own business at dwagisp.com.
Yeah. That's P as in Pippi Longstocking, not P or C or B or V. That's P.
P. So it's basically DWA, which stands for. Our little help here, DroneJoe.
Yep. So DWA
stands for
an old email that we had, but it just stands for Denton Willie. It's family owned.
Awesome.
So the DW in the beginning, that's
Denton
my
Willie
last name. And
okay.
Yep. So that stands for Denton Willie, and my wife, she was a Willie before she married me, and my father-in-law, he also is involved with our business. So
awesome.
So yeah, we're just we're family grown.
And GIS is
Geographic Information Systems.
And the P is for?
And then the P is professional.
Awesome.
So yep. So yeah, no, we've been around for 2 years. We became an LLC June 30th, 2017. So we're actually in about.
Woohoo!
Yep. So we're about to hit 2 years. Woohoo! So it's been a wild ride, and I think we're going to have more good things to come. This has been a dream of mine for quite some time, and
cool.
You know what they say about your dreams, man. You just you don't want to let them go, and you want to just keep hanging on to them and dream out loud with other folks. And
I think you're pursuing it at the right time. You're 41. You still got a lot of energy left. You got a lot to look forward to in life. That's so cool. I think this is prime. This is the American dream, in my opinion. The ability to start a business on your own. I think we can improve upon making it easier for people to take that step. That would be nice, I think. But still, you can still get it done here in the old U.S. of A. I mean,
it can, and me, Joe, and I are dreaming right along with you, man. You've got us,
we're right with
awesome stuff.
Starting our own little companies. Mojo, I've got a surprise for you.
Yes, sir.
I got a surprise for you.
Thank
I
you.
didn't mention this on the earlier segments, but this seems like a decent enough time to do it. One of the first things you want to do when you start your business and when you start kind of getting grooved in and you got your name and you're happy with your name and all that is to get a domain name. And what a domain name is your address on the good old internet. Mojo, I'd like to announce to you that I have purchased the twojoespodcast.com. And so we now own that domain name. Yeah.
Golf clap. Well done, sir. Well done. Oh, man, I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah. There's the audience cheering loudly. Dude, I was just thinking about that the other day, that we ought to look at it, and I'm amazed it was available. Very pleased, and the way to show the effort. Thank you.
Yep, it's going to be good, dude. We're on we've set the sails. We've got some wind at our backs. We've got at least one positive comment. We've got some amazing guests. So yeah, Let's
Amazing.
just plow on forward, bro.
Well, we've only been at this, a few months, and
Yep.
it's exceeded any expectations I might have had for
Me too, bro. Yeah, it's been so much fun.
And, listeners, we've probably published 12, 15 of these so far for public consumption. And, main show, I don't know if any of them are just you and me. Those were mainly the practice ones.
Well, no, you know what happened? We had trouble getting together, so I released a couple of our practice podcasts from May. That was just you and me. I think there's 2 of them out there. In between our initial inaugural podcast evening and the subsequent ones, I had to put a couple of May podcasts in there just to kind of keep it rolling,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, and you and I we carried a good number of segments, just the 2 of us, and it was fun as hell. And we'll do it again. There's no doubt we'll do it again.
There's going to be times when we can't get guests on. So far, our luck has been off the charts. We've been so lucky with some amazing guests. Thanks to you, Mojo.
Yeah. No, my pleasure, my man. And let's see, I had one more thing for DroneJoe. Yeah, if any listeners out there that might be interested in droning and have any questions, anything like that, you can either contact him. You got his email, his YouTube channel, his website. And also, please check back, because we desperately want to have him back again, maybe in a month or 2, and find out things are going. And,
this industry is, it's exciting, and these possible the job growth that's on the horizon, it's blowing my mind. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. And Main Joe does a great job of captioning every segment that we publish.
Oh, you can bet drone's going to be all over this one. The tags and the description.
Yeah. Everywhere, absolutely. So, listeners, please check back. Just check our channel every now and then. If you see something tagged that looks interesting, give it a little listen and give us a little feedback. We'd appreciate it very much.
A little thumbs up if you like it. A little subscription if you like more than just one of our podcasts. That would be cool too. Any support at all is greatly appreciated. This is the Two Joes podcast coming at you live and direct. Mojo on remote. Thank you, DroneJoe, for your time and your perspective on things. It's so awesome. Until next time, adios.
Thank you, everybody.